I'm Laura Vitale, and in this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to show you how to make a really fantastic one-pot wonder. It's a lovely soup, perfect for this time of year. It's what I call my chicken fajita soup. It's all the flavors that I love about chicken fajita, but in a soup version, and it really is so good, so good. It's so easy. You might even have all these ingredients on hand, and you can substitute the chicken for beef if you like beef fajitas, or you can even do shrimp if you like shrimp fajitas. So your pickle boo, do what you want. Let's get started. The ingredients are not very many. You need some chicken. I'm using chicken breast that I've thinly sliced. You can use thigh. Lots of onions and peppers and garlic, because that's the best part for me anyway of a fajita. I've got some black beans that are already cooked. This is one of the magical ingredients. What this is, it's like store-bought salsa, like mild salsa, like jarred, not the fresh kind, not like the pico kind, but the jarred salsa. That is a magical ingredient in this recipe. I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, it is so good. That's going to be your tomato component here. So just use it. Trust your girl. She knows a thing or two about food. And then you need chili powder, cumin, and oregano. Just my standard spices for something like this. I've got some olive oil in my big pot here, coming to temperature of about medium heat. I'm going to add my chicken, and I am going to cook my chicken until it develops some color. It doesn't have to be cooked all the way through, but I do want it to develop some color. And then we're going to take it out so that I can add in my veggies and get those browning and caramelizing. All right, got my chicken out. I added another tablespoon or so of oil, and to it I'm gonna add my onions, lots of onions, lots of peppers, lots of garlic, one of my favorite things in the entire world. And all I'm going to do is give them a little bit of salt, because the salt helps draw out the moisture and it helps them cook down a little bit faster. And I'm just going to cook these until they develop some color, they cook down. But it's important that you don't cook these too high of a temperature, because then they'll burn. And if they burn, that will defeat the purpose of kind of giving them this time to saute and cook down, because when they cook down and they develop color, they develop their sweetness. So you just want to give it time. And as you can see, I've sliced the onions thinly, but I've diced my pepper. That's just what I'm in the mood for today. You can dice everything, you can slice everything, you can do whatever your heart desires. But that's just what I'm in the mood for today. So I did a little bit of both. So I'm just going to cook these until they're where I want them, and I'll show you what they look like when they're there. Smells so good. All right, these look good. I'm not going to take them any further because I'm impatient and want to eat. That's it. And it's really not necessary. Now, you can make this soup in your slow cooker. You don't even have to bother sauteing anything. You can just throw everything in your slow cooker, turn it on low for about 8 hours or so, and then you have an awesome, delicious, very comforting meal. Or on high for 4 to 6 hours. I'm adding my chicken back in. Now I'm going to add my spices. Give those a really quick stir. You kind of just want to wake them up. Just as soon as they touch the heat, all their flavor releases. So, oh, and it smells amazing, and it gives everything a really beautiful color as well. And now you pretty much add everything else. What I have here is some stock, water with a little bit of concentrate, like chicken stock concentrate. You can use homemade if you have it. I don't, so that's just what I'm using. My salsa. Like I said, this is a magical ingredient, so don't leave it out. And I'm gonna add some black beans. I love black beans with my fajitas on the side. I'm actually a much bigger fan, I don't know if you're like me, you know, of the beans rather than the rice. When they give you like beans and rice, I love the beans way more than the rice. Sometimes I like the rice, but 9 times out of 10, I'm all about the black beans. Now all I'm going to do is give these a good pinch of salt, and then I'm going to bring it to a boil, cover, turn the heat down to about medium-low, and let it simmer for about 45 minutes to an hour. I want that chicken to really start to fall apart, and I will show you what it looks like when it's there. All right, my soup has been simmering for about an hour. The chicken is falling apart. Now you can serve this however you like. You can serve this over rice. You can add rice to it if you want to. You can serve this with tortilla chips on top. But since I'm trying to be good, I actually like it like this with a dollop of sour cream and just a sprinkle of cheese and a little bit of cilantro. So that's how I'm going to serve it today. But please feel free to serve this however your heart desires. It is so full of flavor. I've already tasted it, so it doesn't need any additional salt because remember, we did salt the whole thing before I let it simmer for a while. I added a pinch of salt, and then all I do is I just put a little bit of cheese because the cheese kind of melts into the soup and it's just delicious. And then a small dollop of sour cream for coolness. And then just for a little bit of freshness, I like a little cilantro, and you can do a little bit of lime on top, avocado. You can add corn to this if you want to. I mean, be your own, do whatever you want to do because it's going to be delicious. But the base is what's really important, and the base is to die for. Let me get a piece of chicken. Let me get some of those veggies, a little bit of black beans. It smells so good. Oh, so good. The chicken like falls apart in your mouth. You can use chicken thighs with this if you want to. It'll be even less expensive because chicken thighs are half the price of breast and they have twice the flavor. Just make sure you buy a boneless and skinless. But that's pretty much it. Like I said, you can put everything into a slow cooker and let it cook all day and it will be just as delicious. But if you're impatient and don't have a lot of time, this is a great way to do it. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my soup. I hope you enjoy spending time with me. Go to LauraInTheKitchen.com to get the recipe, and I will see you next time.